And the funny thing is that, ang dami kong friends na, na nawala during those times. So, siguro hindi sila friend. Binlock ako sa FB. And meron ding iba na hindi nakahiram, pero pinagchichismis ka sa iba. Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel, Life Lessons by Laila and Carlo. So bago po ang lahat, hello po sa aming mga current subscribers as of this video, and we hope nasa mabuti po kayong kalagayan. So it's November and it's almost Christmas. Nakikita nyo naman sa background ko, may Christmas tree na. So advance Merry Christmas po sa lahat, and we hope na sa paparating na Pasko ay nasa mabuti po kayong kalusugan. You will be able to celebrate this with your loved ones na masaya, mapayapa ang kalooban. Most of all, nasa mabuting kalagayan po tayong lahat, and ipag-celebrate natin ng mapayapa ang darating na Kapaskuhan. So to those who are new to this channel, welcome. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel. So our channel, by the way, is all about sharing our experiences in any aspects sa buhay na napagdaanan namin. So it can be anything, but our latest series is on the finances. So last week, if you haven't watched our video last week, we talked about how do we start investing in stock market. And this video po is just a continuation of last week video, but actually it shouldn't be like the second one. It should be the first video that we should have made, kasi ang tatalakayin po natin today is about the question, bago kayo pumasok sa stock market, paano natin malalaman na angkop ba siya para sa atin or bagay ba siya para sa atin, di ba? So, kailangan muna nating sagutin yung mga tanong para ma-assess mo sa sarili mo na pwede mo din siyang itry. Again, paalala po, we are not experts. So, these 3 questions that we will be sharing with you in this video is based on our experience, at ito po siya ang nakatulong sa amin para makapag-decide na, oo nga, pasok, kumbaga, para sa amin yung stock market. So, ano ba nga ba yung question na yon? First is, do I have extra money? So, syempre, kailangan natin itanong sa sarili, kasi we have said it in our first video na bago po tayo pumasok sa stock market, dapat po meron na tayong basic financial foundation, may emergency fund ka na naitabi. And kung ano yung sobra sa ideal mo na emergency fund na kaya mong i-invest, either say you wanted to invest in the, kasi pwede kang mag-invest in any way, pwedeng sa stock market, pwedeng sa properties, pwedeng mag-put up ka ng business, mutual fund, may mga pag-ibig, SSS, kung ano-ano pa. So it's part, that question is like the very first step, and also it's a part of diversification plan para sa amin. So first question is, do you have an extra money? So kung meron, i-check na yon sa check box. So you will proceed to the next question. So I remember very clearly na ang daming lumapit sa akin nung panahon na yun, and I feel so bad kasi ang daming lumapit sa akin ng hiram ng pera at those times. But then talagang wala akong extra. Kasi nga, nag-cleansing ako, binabayaran ko din yung mga utang ko, yung mga loan ko, nag-re-establish ako ng emergency fund ko. So, wala talaga akong maipapahiram. And the funny thing is that, ang dami kong friends na, na nawala during those times. So, siguro hindi sila friend. May mga friends ko dati na hindi nakahiram, binlock ako sa FB. And then, merong iba na hindi nakahiram, pero parang hindi ka na kinikibuan, hindi ka na pinapansin. Meron ding iba na hindi nakahiram, pero pinagchichismis ka sa iba. So, alam mo yun na, ay nako, hindi naman yan nakatulong sa akin, hindi naman ako pinahiram niyan. And I find it like funny at the same time, parang nakakaawa, di ba? Kasi ako bilang someone na dumaan din sa ganung stage na, dumaan din ako sa stage na nanghihiram ako ng pera, hindi ako bitter. Kung halimbawa hindi ako pinapahiram kahit na alam ko na maraming pera yung tao, I never feel like bitter kasi karapatan nila yun, pera nila yun, pinaghirapan nila yun, di ba? And how much more pag talagang totoo na wala kang extra na ipahiram sa kanila. So, yun, pinagtawanan ko na lang kasi, alam mo yun, sinabi mong wala kang pera, tapos hindi na naniwala na wala kang pera, tapos yun ang ginagawa. But anyway, sana nakahanap sila sa iba. So, yeah, that was the time that we are cleansing, re-establishing our emergency fund. Kasi nga, if sinasubaybayan nyo yung mga videos namin, ang dami naming mga financial mistakes dati. So, nag-i-invest ako dati, nauuna yung stock investing, real estate, iba-ibang mga investments without following the right foundation. So, yun. So, pasensya na medyo nadala ako. May storya, may parang hugot yung extra money. So, second question po is very important. Kasi ito po yung mag-guide sa'yo at tutulong sa'yo na magkaroon ng right mindset kung sakaling papasok ka sa stock market or kahit sa anong klaseng investment. So, second question is, you have to ask yourself the reason why, kung ano yung rason bakit gusto mo tong ilagay or i-invest. So, kung ano yung, kumbaga, why mo, yung big why mo, kung bakit gusto mo tong, kung gusto mo yung pera mo ipasok para dito. So, in our case, so we really link it more on our goals. So, above all, hindi lang ate sa akin, hindi ko inisip na ilalagay ko to kasi lalaki ang pera ko, yayaman ako, or kung ano man. But the main goal is really for me to have another, kumbaga, outlet na makakatulong sa akin na i-reach yung mga goal ko. So, instead of nagtatrabaho ako, I'm just relying in my salary, gusto ko may iba akong streams of income para mapabilis yung pag-reach ng goal ko. So, it's more of goal directed siya. So, ang goal ko mismo ang nagda-drive at kumbaga naglalagay sa akin ng mga rules, ng proper mindset ko kasi alam ko yung mga goals ko. And once you have identified your goals, whether it's a short term, mid term, or long term, alam mo na kung paano i-diskarte, kung paano mo i-distribute yung extra income mo. So, halimbawa, if you have a short term, so hindi mo siya ilalagay sa stock market, di ba? Kasi short term, kailangan mo siya in a shorter period of time. Pero pag halimbawa, if your goal is for college fund for your, say, kids, and it will take like maybe 10 years from now, or for your retirement, which may be like 20 years down the line, diba? So these are long-term goals. And once ma-identify mo yun, then maybe, yeah, stock market is good for you. So third is, am I willing to take risk? So yun yung pangatlong question na tinanong ko. Kasi kahit saan naman kahit saan mo ilagay yung pera mo, there's always a risk. But here, especially sa stock market, kailangan mong malaman kung ano yung mga risk, di ba? Para ma-manage mo yung sarili mo, yung emotion mo, yung peace of mind mo, di ba? Tsaka para naiintindihan mo kung ano yung pinapasok mo. So, you have to ask your question. And then, if you have that risk appetite, kailangan mo ding i-assess anong klaseng investor ka or trader. Are you an aggressive? Are you moderate? Or are you a conservative? Kasi kailangan mo yung gamitin or i-apply pag nandun ka na sa stock market. So, then magpe-play yung kung ano yung strategy na gagawin mo. So, if you identify yourself as a risk taker at naiintindihan mo yung risk kasama sa pag-invest sa stock market, then I think you're good to go. It's worth to give it a try. And yun yung ginawa namin sa amin kasi by asking those 3 questions, pag na-clear na yung tatlo, ready na kayo. Of course, don't forget yung prior video na diniscuss ni Carlo kung ano yung mga parang 5 basic steps kung ano yung dapat gawin, yung basic financial foundation, yung aral muna. Siyempre, hindi mo naman kailangang aralin everything, but at least meron kang magandang background para naiintindihan mo kung paano ang takbo dyan, di ba? So parang hindi lang dahil siya ang nakikita mo o naririnig. Ang dami pong resources ngayon, lahat online, pwede nyo i-search, ang dami pong nag-facilitate, tumutulong para magbigay ng kaalaman kung paano po yung stock investing. So yung sa amin po ay based sa experience, and we hope to share this in a very like common like language, kumbaga inato lang kung sa Bisaya pa. So parang yung hindi masyadong nosebleed, yung napakasimpleng usapan lang. Just to help other people. And why we're doing this? Kasi we know that reaching our goals can take time, and we learn from our experience. Ang sabi nga nila why do you want to learn from your experience if you can learn from others' mistakes? So sabi, may nabasa nga ako parang, only fools learn from their mistakes. Parang ouch. Diba? But anyway, yeah, that's the reason why we are sharing. Kasi it's better na if other people can see our video and they will learn from us, it's better, right? Than you learn the hard way, kumbaga. Yun, and so those are the three simple questions that we ask, and I will be sharing with you a very quick illustration. So, ang ginagawa ko po is, gumagawa ako normally ng mga simulation, different scenario, para lang parang ma-confirm ko sa sarili ko na, oo nga, ito yung mga different scenario, baba, akyat, or whatever case. Should I be an investor? Should I be a trader? Hindi siya complicated. We're not even talking about compounding interest. Very straightforward. But it's a very clear illustration lang po kung paano siya kumikita doon, kung ano yung mga possible na risk, at kung ano yung mga possible na opportunities. I just want to make sure na naiintindihan natin lahat na pag pumasok ka, wala po talagang assurance na maganda ang impact sa'yo, or even if somebody recommends you, even if kami ni Carlo magsabi sa inyo na maganda tong stocks na to or whatever, is not an assurance na maganda din yung kumbaga kalalabasan. Kasi nga, walang nakakaalam sa market, and then we don't enter the market at the same time. So there's always that factor, and later on, i-share ko, and I hope you will like it.
Hi guys. So, ito po yung illustration na sinasabi ko, very simple. This explains why madami pong nagtatanong sa amin. So, pwede bang kopyahin na lang yung portfolio nyo, or pwede kayong mag-suggest sa amin kung ano yung magandang stocks na bilhin. The reason po bakit hindi po talaga kami nagsasuggest kasi ayaw po namin na, alam mo yun, baka magsisisi kayo. Lagi pong tandaan na, as what we have said, pagpapasok kayo, mag-aral po muna kayo, at least magkaroon kayo ng basic understanding. Hindi nyo naman po kailangan maging eksperto. You will learn as you get into the stock market, pero importante po na may basic na kaalaman po kayo. And I will illustrate to you bakit sinasabi namin na it's not ideal. So say for example, sa GFC, right, sa Jollibee. So, halimbawa, say for example, sinabi ko na, okay, Jollibee, and then pareho tayong nagkaroon ng, bumili ng 100 shares, di ba? 100 shares, 100 shares. So, yung una is, yung first investor, pumasok siya January 2020. That was the time na yung price ng Jollibee is at 210. So, bumili siya ng 100 shares for 21,000. And from February, right, until ngayon, nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic. So, there was really a long period of time na mabababa ang stock price. So, even until now. So, come June, yung isang investor, bumili siya the same number of shares for 100, but she bought it at 132 kasi nga, ito yung pandemic time eh. So, 132. So, ang binayad niya lang is 13,200 kasi bagsak yung stock market during that time. So, and by the way, these examples, these rates are, at least as of October or November, are the actual price sa stock market. So, 'di ba? So nakikita niyo yung difference. June pumasok siya, 100 shares din, pero 13,200 lang yung binayad niya. Yung una is 21,000. So, as of October, yung price po ng Jollibee is 179. So, kung makita mo niyo sa second investor, as of October, kumita siya ng 47, 'di ba? And that's 36% of her initial investment of 13,200, and that's just like a span of June, July, August, September, October. So in a span of 4 months, nakumita siya ng 36%. Yung isa naman, same sana yung shares nila, kaso nabili niya at a certain point na mas mataas. So kahit nasa 179, lugi pa rin siya ng 15%. And same, and which is like, a different impact, diba, sa dalawang investor. And then November, slightly bumaba pa siya ng halimbawa 175. So, lugi pa rin yung isa. Ang isa, kumita pa rin, pero instead na 36 is nagiging 33%. And suppose, halimbawa, at one point in the future, who knows, babalik siya sa halimbawa 235 na dating price niya prior na pandemic. So, pagpapalo siya ng 235, yung nag-invest in dyan will have a 14% profit, right? Pero yung isa na nag-invest later sa June, taking advantage of the crisis, she is gaining 58%. So, 'di ba nakikita nyo? And that's the scenario kung bakit we don't really recommend kasi especially pa sa stock market, very volatile siya, mataas yung risk. So, mas maganda yung ikaw mismo ang desididong bumili sa stock na to kasi napag-aralan mo, alam mo yung fundamentals, alam mo yung mga goals mo at ikaw mismo ang nagma-match ng mga goals mo sa anong klaseng stocks ang bibilhin mo. So I hope that's clear. And then second illustration is for me to know what's really the difference of trader and long-term investor. Ano ba dapat ako, purely long-term investor ba ako or kailangan ko bang magte-trade din paminsan-minsan? So example, the same example sa Jollibee, okay? So yung long-term investor halimbawa. So I bought 1,000 shares in January. So pareho silang January pumasok, yung isa long-term investor, yung isa trader, right? And then October, ang presyo bumaba, 'di ba? 179. So same sila. Tapos at maybe halimbawa at a certain point, pag halimbawa papalo siya ng 235, itong si trader nag-aantay siya ng na makakapag-take profit siya and maybe 12% is within his or her strategy. So pumalo siya ng 12%, binenta niya agad. So kumita siya ng 25,000 during the time na naging 235 si Jollibee. Si long-term investor wala siyang ginawa kasi wala siyang ginawa kasi nga long-term investor siya, 'di ba? And then itong si trader, although binenta niya yung Jollibee, bumili pa rin siya uli, same number of shares, 1,000. Pero this time 240 na yung shares halimbawa. So 240 yung shares. So, bumili siya ng 240,000, 'di ba? So, halimbawa mas mahal. So, nakikita mo nagfa-fluctuate yung presyo. So, suppose at a certain point nagiging say 245 ito, 'di ba? Tapos binenta niya uli. So, kumita siya ng 2%. So, all in all, ang kita niya sa Jollibee is, say, 30,000. Ito yung realized na kita niya kasi binenta niya. So, halimbawa, itong si long-term investor, binenta niya, just wait So, halimbawa, si long-term investor, binenta niya din at 245. So, ito hindi siya nagbenta dito, 'di ba? So, dito lang niya binenta at 245. So, nakakita mo, kumita si long-term investor ng 37% at 66. Itong si trader, ang total nakita niya is only 30,000 versus 66. Kasi, tama ba 66? Hindi, parang laki nga eh. Oh. So si long-term investor, kumita siya ng 35,000 or 20%. Itong si trader kumita siya ng 30,000 so may 5,000 difference, 'di ba? Mas malaki si investor. Kasi in this case, yung trend kasi ng stock is uptrend, 'di ba? So from 235 na binenta ni trader, hindi na siya nakabili ng lower price. So nabili niya at 245. So na-miss niya yung ano 'di ba, growth na 5 pesos growth and then binenta niya uli at 2.45. So in short, 'pag long-term investor ka pala, kumbaga winner ka if uptrend yung stocks mo. Pero let's say halimbawa, at 2.35 binenta niya and kasi 'di ba ngayong especially ngayong panahon, pataas pababa masyadong magalaw ang market at hindi pa talaga certain kung kailan talaga siya magtuloy-tuloy. So halimbawa binenta niya ng 2.35, bumili siya uli ng 100 pero at one point nag-dip yung Jollibee halimbawa nagiging ano to 220, 'di ba? Which is lower. So, yun 220 nakabili siya ulit ng 220 and then binenta niya ng 245. So, in this case, ang total na income niya na profit na nakita ng trader is 50,000 compared sa long-term investor na 35,000. So, dito din nagkakaroon ng advantage yung trader pag nakatuto ka sa market, nakikita mo yung galaw. Kasi, taking from my example, like I have a stock na tinitrade ko. So, say for example, yung dito. So, nasakyan ko po talaga siya. So, when I bought it at a certain price, na-trade ko siya in 2 weeks for I think 6 times ko siyang na-trade. And in just a matter of 2 weeks, I gained 160% and pinull out ko kaagad and kung ano yung natira ko sa dito ngayon is parang wala nang nakakabit na emosyon yan kasi wala na akong capital dun. So, it's really possible. So, kung meron kang time at may halimbawa, part ng strategy mo ay halimbawa 70% of your portfolio is long term and then 30% of your portfolio is like short term, posible din na mas pag trader ka din, mas malaki din yung kikitain mo as long as nakamonitor ka din. Yun lang ang disadvantage kasi kailangan talaga yung oras at na monitor mo. Kasi if at any point, ibibenta mo siya and bibilhin mo siya uli, of course, mas maganda na mabili mo siya sa panahon na medyo mababa siya, di ba, sa pagbenta mo kasi that's the only way that you will beat the long-term investor kasi in this case nga, 'di ba, kumita siya ng 50, eh, si investor hindi wala siyang ginawa kundi nagbenta lang siya one time nung at sa certain point na na-reach na yung goal niya. So he's only earning at 35 and ito he's earning 50. So yun yung difference ng kung ano yung difference ng long-term investor at trader. And then just a very quick one. This is one is a very simple illustration. Halimbawa, you are not a trader. And kumbaga yung goal mo is kahit at least man lang sa isang buwan, makakapag-take profit ka ng say for example 1%, 2%, 3 or 5. So, if you are earning like even 1% a month, that means that in a year, you are earning 12%. And if it's like 2%, it's 24, it's 3, it's 36, and then if it's 5%, you are earning 60% profit for the year. But of course, this is just an illustration of your profit, and it can be the reverse also. So this can mean it's a negative, right? So it's a loss. But you have to remember na kung ano yung position mo, um, kung ano yung nakikita mong loss or gain, hindi yan magiging like kumbaga final or realized gain or loss mo pag hindi mo siya iti-trade. So, indication lang yon. So, ito yung napakasimpleng illustration na para lang makita na ilang percent ang posibleng magiging earnings mo pag nilagay mo siya sa stock market and ito yung halimbawa pera na nilagay mo 20, 50, 100. Of course, the bigger the portfolio size, the better kasi hindi naman na maglagay ka ng 1,000 tapos mag-expect ka na magiging 1 million siya, di ba? So, nasa size din yan ng portfolio para mapabilis yung pag-reach ng goals mo. So, say for example, sa yearly, ito nga, yeah, it's just the same as here. So, I was just explaining here, kasi itong sa taas monthly earnings to, halimbawa, ang monthly goal mo lang ay kahit kumita ka ng 1%, 2%, 3% a month. And then ito naman is, hindi ako masyadong nagtitrade. So, at least man lang in a year, yung stocks ko nag-grow year on year ng 5% or 10%, 20 or 25. So, ito yung, kumbaga, illustration like 1 million or 500,000, 'di ba? At 10%, yeah. Not bad, 'di ba? Kasi at least man lang sa inflation, 'di ba? May pangkontra ka sa inflation sa pagtaas ng mga bilihin. So, yeah, that's it. And then the next question is, totoo ba talaga to? Is this realistic? Meron ba talagang case na nag-grow siya ng 5%, 10%, 20% year on year, or posible ba nakikita ako sa isang buwan ng 1, ng 2, ng 3%? And the answer is yes. Even weekly, right? Or daily. Pag trader ka, posible na may mga opportunities na makakita ka ng ganitong earnings. But then you have to remember that it can be boring kasi hindi naman laging every day or every week or even sometimes may months na hindi ka talaga makaporma kasi lalo na sa pandemic, nobody predicted this. So kahit gustuhin mong gumalaw, hindi ka makagalaw kasi yung kumbaga yung stocks mo na kompromiso, 'di ba? Ayaw mo namang i-pull out kasi bagsak yung stock. So there can be cases like that. But let me just to end this illustration, let me just show you this one. So this is like an actual portfolio. I just blocked out some information here for privacy and confidentiality. But this just mean na out of my 10 stocks, diba, ito yung portfolio. So there are like 2, 3, 4, 5. Itong naka-white, there are 5 stocks na ano siya, meron na siyang gains. So yung isa 8, 5%, yung isa 14, 'di ba? So these are unrealized profits. So if I traded this, then ito na yung gain ko. And the ones that are in red means na ito naman yung losing stock. So meaning bumaba yung presyo compared sa time na binili ko sila. So this is just like a clear indication na gaya ng inexplain ko, it can be up and down. And the best way to handle this is really to stick to your goal and stick to your strategy. Kasi minsan pag ang gusto lang natin is lang kumita ng kumita, minsan nawawala ka sa goal, nagiging greedy tayo. So at least you have to know what kind of investor you are, what is your strategy, and what is your goal. And that will be your guiding point kung for you to know na kung kailan mo siya iti-trade or hindi. And of course, you have to look as well sa yung technical analysis, yung sa stocks mo, 'di ba? Kung ano yung based sa analysis mo kung ano yung trend niya, pababa ba siya or pataas or side trend. So anyway, that's like there's more discussion on that, but this is like basic illustration, and I hope, yeah, you are able kahit papano to understand kung paano siya gumalaw and kung paano siya kumikita sa stock market.
So, yun lang po. I hope that you were learning something from this video. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And please don't forget to share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!